Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Christ looked at him and said, today you're going to be with me in paradise. That thief, he never got to make amends to anybody he ripped off. He never paid a tithe. He never did a good work, if you want to look at it. But he had that confession. And Jesus shortly after said, it is finished. So he knew at the thief's confession that salvation worked. It's just that simple. Confess Christ with your mouth, confess Him with your life, believe in your heart. You can never measure up. Don't frustrate yourself. Paul said, look, if salvation were by works, I would have been able to do it. But he said, I don't frustrate the grace of God. When I landed in Colleton County Jail, I don't know how my theology works, okay? But I know I can't put God on any kind of cubbyhole. But I've been walking with the Lord for a long time, but I had this monkey on my back. That's alcohol. If I got frustrated enough, I would drink. And normally I'm a very happy drunk. And sometimes I'd punch your lights out. Or maybe I'd let you punch my lights out. It just depended on the night. Well, I ended up in jail. And I remember it hit me like a ton of bricks. This thing's out of my control. You know, I could walk along. I went 5 years one time. 5 years. And then that thing hopped back on me. And I realized that there was something on me that was past my ability. So you know what I did? There's only one thing to do. I took that thing to the foot of Calvary. I said, Lord, this is sin. I know it's sin. I know it has dominion over me. I don't want to walk in it, but I can't say no. I can't say no when the conditions are right. That's what I reach for. And I can't even vow or will or promise. I can just confess to you that I'm out of my league here. And you know what happened? If you talk to most alcoholics, they'll tell you they crave it, but I don't. They'll tell you they miss it, but I don't. Now sometimes I get into a little stinking thing. And I might stop by and see Phil for a minute or something. You know, I might break the pattern. That's okay. But I don't struggle. And that's the nature of sin. We have things that plague us. You know, attitudes, all this stuff. You can't whip it. So, Paul said sometimes we compare spiritual to spiritual. And I can't even really express this. The language won't allow it. But there is a sense in which you can take something to Christ, yourself, your messed up self, and you can lay that thing at His feet. And what He'll do is He'll put His yoke on it. And then He'll start telling you of His way. And His Spirit will speak in your mind. And He'll bring brothers and sisters to help you out. And as you listen, as you submit, as you fall and have trouble and have to be forgiven and learn of grace and learn of God, you're going to find that the Old Testament was right. It said it is good for a man to both hope and quietly wait on the salvation of his God. And that's my desire for all of us here tonight. For those of us who know Christ, take a deep breath. There's 1 million people sick in the Ukraine. There's 189 dead. It's not H1N1. It's something brand new. I think it got out of a lab. If you look at what Bernanke's saying, the Fed's hosed, the dollar's crippled, the whole U.S. economy, you ain't seen a depression yet. You're on the first end of, I don't know, David Wilkerson said the beginning of sorrows. So against this backdrop of chaos, this has happened before. One time there were a bunch of poor guys working the night shift on a hillside out in sticks. And the angel of God appeared before him. The glory of the Lord shone around about him. And he said, hey, unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior. So that's my message for us tonight. Unto you. That's why He came.